Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à la piscine de Castellón en Espagne. Voilà la finale que nous attendons, la finale des moins de 19 hommes opposant la France à la Nouvelle-Zélande. Pour la première fois, une équipe de France arrive à ce niveau de la compétition. On vous rappelle que lors du dernier mondial de Heger, les Français avaient échoué en demi-finale, mais avaient réussi à décrocher le bronze. Donc c'est déjà un succès, on va dire. Maintenant, il va falloir venir décrocher l'or, mais ça ne va pas être chose facile contre les Néo-Zélandais qui avaient perdu, pardon, à Heger en finale contre la Colombie. Actuellement, vous pouvez voir le protocole montrant les différents noms des joueurs ainsi que les coachs, suivis par l'hymne national. Et voilà, c'était donc l'hymne national kiwi. Maintenant, nous allons passer au camp français. Et voilà, maintenant nous allons pouvoir entendre l'hymne national français, la Marseillaise. Voilà, après donc l'introduction des joueurs et les hymnes nationaux, on fait place à la présentation des arbitres. Donc je suis maintenant rejoint par Thierry qui va commenter en anglais le match avec moi. Hi Thierry, how you doing? Donc voilà, dernière recommandation des coachs français. Voilà, les jeunes pour la première fois en finale, donc espérons qu'ils n'auront pas trop de pression. Très concentrés déjà dans leur match. Voilà, comme Thierry l'a noté, gros match juste avant des Kiwis contre l'Afrique du Sud. Les Kiwis arrivent à avoir l'or. Pardon, les Sud-Africains arrivent à avoir l'or. Et les Kiwis, malheureusement, vont avoir l'argent. Là, un petit haka de la part des Kiwis pour impressionner l'adversaire.
Jake Samuel just led that haka for the New Zealand under-19 men. Nerves will be on edge. Both teams having played an excellent tournament. French, very fine team. One of the few teams to score against the New Zealanders in the round robin.
Et voilà, c'est parti.
So we're off the mark already. Where we see the French in the dark hats and the New Zealanders playing in the light colors. New Zealand just advancing the puck at the moment.
Voilà, premier engagement pris par les Français qui est arrivé à pousser sur leur côté gauche, mais vite repris par la défense kiwi. Pour l'instant, on joue un peu au milieu de terrain.
And we can see the both teams keeping it along the wall, just playing a little bit safe at the moment, just getting the temper of the game. Neither team wants to give away anything too early. Big spin coming from the Kiwis. Voilà. Big swim. Kiwis looking for a little bit of help, trying to get on the other side of the French defender.
Voilà, gros changement d'aile de la part des Kiwis, mais récupéré rapidement.
So number
et là,
7, that's Richard Kay dragging it up the wall. He's the defender. He has been a wall for New Zealand in this tournament. And now New Zealand's on attack. It's looking good right now. They've got a real ascendancy here. You just see them working hard. Nice curl in. Numbers on the bottom from the New Zealanders. The French are at 6 and 7s. We got the number 13, Matt Webster, working it into the wall. French will want to be just holding it up here and get some composure.
Voilà, les Français qui ont réussi in extremis à arrêter l'attaque kiwi et qui viennent chercher le coin pour la défense et maintenant remontent le long du mur. On
French
attend le support.
Bring the puck up the pool.
Mais tout de suite repris par les Kiwis qui repartent à l'attaque très très rapidement. On repart plein centre.
A bit of space for the French player there, but there's been a stoppage of play. Nice passage of play here.
Voilà, une faute du bras libre pour les Français et donc c'est un coup franc en faveur des Néo-Zélandais.
So New Zealand just inside the halfway. You can see they're working on one of their set plays. They've got their 3 players in the front, 1 player carrying the puck, 2 defenders in the back. Keeping the puck in the middle of the pool. That's the New Zealand game. They like to play in the middle of the pool. They like to pass it. They like to get the big flicks happening, spin it around, put teams on the back foot.
Vous avez pu noter que l'arbitre principal a déjà averti par un team warning les Français pour usage du bras libre.
Okay, so we've just seen a spin here. The French players just getting a bit of pool space. Kiwis taking him on. Nice. Oh, flicked it right off the. Looked like it landed on the knee of a French defender.
Un arrêt fait par le genou. L'arbitre n'a rien dit, ni tir dangereux.
French putting a bit of pressure on here. There's Richard Kay and the number 9, Jake Samuel, picking up the puck. Big player. Coming in behind. There's our number 10 playing well. Kit Vinning.
Attention aux fautes de cross là, pour les Français.
Well worked kick, hard grunting there from the New Zealand player there. Now they've got it back into the French end.
Voilà le numéro 9 Valentin Car qui reprend le palais. et qui va vite au support alors que le numéro 6, Ulysse Flandrin.
Dylan Booth. Dylan's had a great tournament, number 6 in the pool at the moment. Great attacking player.
Voilà, Matisse essaye de
Okay,
faire le
Kiwis are
break.
just shutting down that French attack, doing a fine job so far. There's the number 12 working at the wall, Keegan Thompson. Kiwis need to get some more
Toujours
bodies
pas
down there. That puck
d'arrêt.
shouldn't be sitting still like that. There needs to be somebody down there putting pressure onto the French. Nice turn from Richard
Oula.
Kay, number
Arrêt
7.
vraisemblablement illégal, mais toujours
He needs to see some support in there. There's Keegan working the wall, Keegan Thompson. Another very strong New Zealand player trying to spin it around the back. They're not making any progress up the wall, so they're going to turn it around and see what they can do. But the French have managed to actually stop that, and they've got a bit of room to move.
Voilà, c'était une tentative de changement d'aile de la part des Kiwis, mais les Français bien présents coupent les trajectoires et arrivent à repousser les attaques.
It's obvious that the French have studied the New Zealand pattern, the playbook, and they're really on top of the New Zealand play. They're doing a fine job of just shutting down that spin from the New Zealanders.
Voilà, déjà les 5 premières minutes écoulées dans cette première période. Pour l'instant, peu de fautes commises, bien que à caméra, semble qu'il y en ait déjà eu. Voilà,
And there's the Kiwis, nice spin, nice put up through the middle. There's a player, got a bit of space in front of him. The French defender able to take that puck off him. But there's a Kiwi in support at the moment. Kiwis looking good. Kiwis looking really strong in the middle of the pool, not giving the French a chance to really have much time to play the puck.
Pour l'instant, ça joue un peu au ping-pong. On vient, on revient. Et là, arrêt irrégulier pour un Kiwi. C'est un coup franc pour la France. Bonne opportunité pour les Français.
Now the French are just inside their half. They've got the advantage puck onto the New Zealanders. Take this opportunity to say hello to Forrest Axford's family in New Zealand and in Canada. I hope you're enjoying watching the game. Forrest is number 2 player for the New Zealand
belle
under 19.
récupération de la part des Néo-Zélandais qui mettent plus de 5 mètres aux Français. Ça travaille le long du mur.
Yes. A lot of pressure on that French defense. The Kiwis aren't giving them any time to actually set up, which is great to see. Both teams really counterattacking fantastically, just not letting the other team have any time with the stick on the puck. This puck tends to be a bobbly puck. They have personalities, and I've noticed the pink puck is a very bobbly puck, and you can take advantage of that. There's the Kiwis running it in front of the goal. French defender just throwing it in behind his body. Now he's got to be careful. He's got to keep the puck on his stick, or if he leaves the stick, he can get pinged for obstruction. The Kiwis going to try and drag it off the wall again. Nice work from the New Zealanders. Lots of bodies on the ground there.
Voilà,
and
pour
the
l'instant,
French are just running across the front of their goal.
Pour l'instant, les
good
Français
work by the French player.
qui essayent d'arrêter les attaques Kiwis qui ne cessent d'arriver. On sent quand même que les Kiwis sont un cran au-dessus pour le moment. Les Français beaucoup sur la défense. Peu de temps dans le camp néo-zélandais.
Nice thinking work from the New Zealand defense. He just looked to see whether he'd throw it or try and beat the player. He did a lovely curl and then beat the player, but he's thrown it now wide, and the French player was there waiting for it. So good
Alors que le
timing
numéro
and
7, Vincent Idrisov.
Good support from the French there. It's just unfortunate there, but the Kiwis have picked it up, and it's looking good. There's a lot of room. It looks like the Kiwis just has one to beat. And he just gets nailed by the French defenseman.
Le Français avait
you could just see them
vraisemblablement
trying to get it to sit on his stick, and then the French just came down and swept it out. Well done to the French. They're playing a man very deep in the back there.
Ouais, vraisemblablement la défense venait juste de changer. Ça a permis de rattraper le Kiwi qui était en train de partir directement au but.
Good work from New Zealand to dress that puck. It looks like Simon Shields working that puck up there. But there's a that number 5 in the back for French, the numéro 5 français.
Numéro 5, Adrien Marant, voilà, très bonne défense d'Adrien.
It really, he is keeping this team in the game at the moment. He's a very big fella, very large player. I think that's.
Voilà, on distribue bien et là c'est Vincent maintenant qui part tout seul au but. Il est le dernier, il n'y a plus personne derrière. Est-ce qu'il va pouvoir distribuer? Voilà, il y a un support. Vincent qui continue, qui est toujours là.
This number 7 swam all the way up for France. He swam all the way up the pole. He passed the puck up and then he stayed down for the
Ulysse
next
au
pass.
support, c'est très chaud pour les Kiwis, c'est bon.
Kiwis in trouble
voilà.
here. Kiwis in trouble on their
Mais
own
ils
goal.
arrivent à
A little bit of pressure off. Unbelievable effort by the numéro 7. from the French player.
Oui,
Vincent.
Vincent Idrisov du
Incredible.
club de Lagny.
Now
très,
here we
très
go.
fort.
Here we go. Kiwis now get. See that puck bobbling there. It's just frustrating for the players. It shouldn't be doing that, folks. It should be sitting nice and flat. It's a very frustrating when your game is a skill game and the puck is just moving around like that. Look at the Kiwis here. Look at them working. They've got that puck inside. They've got a player on the inside of the defender at the moment. They're just going to fight that puck. That French defense is absolutely a wall, but the Kiwis are right on the goal. I think it's French again.
Énorme défense, énorme défense. Mais voilà, un appel.
Okay, so what do we
got
here? Un
appel et c'est un temps mort pour les arbitres. Que vont décider les arbitres pour le moment? Nous avons Steven Kars des États-Unis.
Okay, they call a goal.
Et donc c'est un goal accordé.
Not a penalty goal, but a goal. So the puck must have gone in the bin and been pulled out again or flipped out. I didn't see it, but certainly there was a hang of a lot of pressure there from the New Zealanders.
Voilà, le but néo-zélandais, vraisemblablement, il est rentré dans le but et a voulu ressortir, au moins dans le volume.
I think we've given that to the manager, which is great. This is the first goal that the manager scored, and she deserves it, really. She's been working really hard for the team, Sarah Arnold.
Alors que un temps mort est demandé par le coach français pour recadrer tout de suite ses joueurs, pour se remettre immédiatement dans le match.
Sarah, I just take the opportunity to just give a big ups for Sarah Arnold. She, the people that work behind the scenes, of course, the coach who puts in his time, and Warwick King is coaching the New Zealand team, and he has no young men of his own family on the team, but he still gives of his time quite freely, and it's quite a large commitment. Warwick and his wife both are coaches. His wife, Alex, is the coach of the under-23 women's team, and she was saying to me, I can't really get a job because my commitment to the team is so much that I wouldn't be able to get the time off. So it shows great. This is real Kiwi spirit. And there's the boys in the water. Sarah in behind there, you can see her with the red fan. So Sarah, congratulations. You won't hear me till you get home, but you've got a goal.
Voilà, le temps mort est bientôt arrivé à la fin. Le match reste toujours possible, il reste encore 5 minutes 40 dans cette première période. Les Kiwis, nous avons vu, ont une très très grosse attaque. Mais la seule attaque que les Français ont réussi à amener a fini très très proche des
French attack. Just look at those French. This is typical French, total power. The French underwater hockey men's teams are such powerful juggernauts. I've seen them go through teams like they weren't there, especially on stoppages of play or a restart. That's their specialty. They just can score very quickly and answer anything that happens to them very quickly with a goal. And any team must be really, really wary of the French doing that.
Voilà, comme Thierry l'a noté, les Français sont quand même très réputés pour un jeu très très puissant, toujours en récupération, en réponse. C'est ce qui fait d'eux des adversaires vraiment très redoutés au niveau mondial. Et voilà, un nouveau temps mort demandé par la Nouvelle-Zélande.
That was a smart timeout because the French really were showing signs that they were starting to mount a good attack there. And the New Zealanders just need to compose themselves a little bit. They're a team that likes to score goals. They're only one up. That won't make them happy. That's far too close a game for them. The French, of course, they want to try and tie things up. They want to get back in this game. There's the French coach. He's having a...
Voilà, Paul Barrault donne ses instructions. Donc, Paul Barrault, champion du monde en 2008 à Durban, qui a un gros background point de vue joueur et aussi coaching. Il est en relation avec Olivier Bain. Tous les deux mènent les moins de 19 depuis déjà 4 ans, depuis Dordrecht.
New Zealanders want to get to this puck very quickly. They don't want to give the French team a time to set up. With that puck so bobbling as it is, the team that gets to it fast doesn't give the team time to move it around. And can spoil any attack play that the other team tries to put forward. You can just see the Kiwis come out there and just come at them so hard. Into the corner with the puck.
Voilà, les Kiwis jouent la défense, partent de leur coin et remontent le long du mur. Les Français font parler leur puissance également. Gros shoot
puck
là.
Out from the French team. Very large, big throw. Puck is fighting out. That
Alors
looks like
que
a goal.
C'est un but. Oui, les Français viennent d'égaliser.
Okay.
But validé, on va voir de qui.
Quickly turned around by the French off the wall and flicked into the goal. They do it without
Voilà, numéro
effort.
9, Valentin Carr qui égalise pour la France à 4 minutes de la fin de la première période. C'est bon pour la France, ça redonne le moral. Comme quoi rien n'est joué encore dans ce match.
Yeah, the French will have their tails up now with 3 minutes, just under 4 minutes left in the match. The French really needed to put something on the table. Prior to the New Zealand goal, the Kiwis did dominate, and after the goal, the French typically came back in their usual style, and they just dominated, and finally it paid off for them.
Voilà, les Français reviennent sur le mur où ils sont forts. Ils coupent les trajectoires encore néo-zélandaises, toujours. Voilà, c'est impressionnant de voir.
Again, more pressure from the
Voilà,
French.
les 3 contre
Oh,
1.
we got
On
a
fait du
man
3
wide.
contre 1, ça repart. Vincent qui est toujours son aile droite.
Just see that puck bobbling on the stick. You'll see lots of calls. You see that call is a stick infringement. So basically, it means that you've played part of the body with the stick. You haven't played the puck with the stick. Very easy to do when the puck is bobbling like that, moving around. It's not always a puck problem. It can be the bottom of the pool. It can be a number of things.
Voilà,
you see, trying to get that puck flat in the stick. The French player getting there before they have time to set it up.
Oh là,
Nice dummy from the number 8.
Jolie feinte anglaise du numéro 8.
Ben Richards.
Ben Richard, voilà, qui a
He's
fait,
been a stalwart player for the New Zealand team. He's scored a quiver full of goals for the team, and he's played out of his skin. One of my valuable players for the under-19s. There's the vice captain moving it up.
Voilà, alors que le numéro 2, Guillaume Caruel, qui reprend, mais
here
tout
we
de suite
go, number
repris.
10, dragging it up.
On fait du ping-pong encore, ça va, ça vient.
Both teams looking just a little bit tired here, looking like the pace of the game has worn them down a little bit.
Clément Aroca est en train de remonter le long du mur.
Kiwis just trying to spin it, find some space where they can work the puck. They like to work the puck, the New Zealanders. It looks like they didn't get away with it. Looks like the French have just managed to thwart that play again. So the game that the New Zealanders like to play, the French have figured it out. They know what they're doing. They're there and they're prepared. Well-coached team, the French team.
On voit bien que ça a été étudié à la vidéo, hein, même si l'ailier droit se fait entourer et les Kiwis font leur changement d'aile, on va couper les trajectoires. C'est gros travail de préparation là des coachs Paul Barraud et Olivier Bain.
The coaches have an opportunity to look at the videos and see what the techniques are of the teams. And a lot of these coaches have played hockey, so they recognize a pattern. They go, okay, well, let's just shut that down. This is what this team likes to do. They like to play it up the wall, or they like to spin it wide, or they like to flick it. And you can just see that there's a French player on top of that New Zealand spin every time at the moment. Like you just see right now, there's the player. He's down. The New Zealanders have to work hard. It's not a given that they're going to get that puck free. Got a bit of room here now to move. Just looking.
Voilà, on voit que les Français
looking a bit tired of the boys. They need to get some fresh legs in there.
On voit que les Français ont une tactique bien définie, remonter le long du mur dans un très petit couloir.
Subbing happening here from both teams, getting some fresh legs. I mean, it's easy to sit here in the booth and comment on the fitness of these young men, but they're all over fit. Both teams have worked really hard to get here, weeks and weeks of training.
Alors qu'il ne reste plus que bientôt 30 secondes dans cette première période. Les Français toujours présents, hein, même si les Kiwis sont très dangereux là sur cette action. Voilà, belle récupération du numéro 5, Adrien Marant. Toujours présent, toujours là, pour être peut-être un des joueurs élus meilleur joueur du tournoi des moins de 19. Alors que belle obstruction du Français, probablement voilà, qui va être sifflée. Voilà, obstruction et 1 minute pour le numéro 6, Ulysse Flandrin, qui écope d'1 minute, mais c'est la mi-temps. Les Français vont donc redémarrer la deuxième période à 5 contre 6.
So we've got a French player sitting in the box right on halftime, and you could see the call is basically once the puck got on the other side of him, he just lowered his shoulder and didn't let the New Zealand attack come in. A good bad penalty, you might say.
Quite an amazing match so
far. Oh yes, Vincent, very good. The French are proving themselves worthy opponents.
We can clearly see they make some video coaching.
Yes.
Cutting the switch.
Oh, totally. It's just they're shutting down the game that New Zealand love to play. And I gotta say, the number 5, numero 5, pour le français, merveilleux.
Yeah, wow, it's wonderful
yeah,
as Adrien. Well, great defender.
yeah,
Well, new players, but really great
yes.
defender.
Yeah, he works exceptionally well with the number 7. The two of
Yeah,
them
with
work.
Vincent Idrissov
Yeah,
du
yeah,
club de Lagny. So yeah,
yeah,
they are find them
yeah.
really
Oh,
well. They
totally.
are
Yeah.
really powerful.
Yes.
They take the along the wall and
And
make the 45 degrees
totally.
angle.
Yeah. They don't mind attacking from the middle of the pool. Neither of those young men are timid. They're very courageous men. They back themselves 100% once they have the puck on their stick.
And they really trust each other. We see there's no stress in the back line. Just the forward line waiting for the support and
Yes.
keep going, stay on the ground. And really amazing.
Here's the Javier Smith family watching the game. They've got Ben, number 4 player in the pool tonight. Ben Javier Smith. That's his dad there.
As you can see,
camera.
there's a lot of supporters on the Kiwi side, French side, and other nations as well.
Oh, there. That's
Robert Tinker
crazy,
as well, who's
crazy
coaching
Rob.
the GB under 19 boys. This is the girls, the bronze under 19 ladies.
Well done. Okay, so the New Zealanders are going to have a stern talking to themselves. I mean, this is the first time I think that, well, actually, in the semifinal, they were 1 down to the Colombians, so they know what it's like to have to come back, and they did come back against Colombia and eventually win 5-1, but up until the semifinals, New Zealand has dominated most of the play, and just looking at this French team, they're looking so cocky, they're looking so strong that the Kiwis are going to have to think of some way to get through that strong back wall of numero 5, numero 7.
Yeah, indeed. The French team is quite strong actually, and yeah, those pairs 5 and 7 make really a good job together. It's really a teamwork so far.
Of course,
And
yeah, of
now
course.
it started again. The second half, the French started with 5 players, and I'm gonna switch back in French for the people who's watching us. Voilà, c'est reparti dans cette deuxième période. Donc, comme je le disais, grosse ligne de défense du numéro 5, Adrien Marant, qui trouve bien Vincent Idrissov. La paire marche très bien ensemble. Voilà, pour l'instant, les
Hey,
Français
looking good here.
démarrent à 5 contre 6.
Looking good here, New Zealand. Looking good here. Just keeping it in the middle of the pool, keeping the numbers on the puck, keeping the puck right down the middle. Nice, easy.
Ah,
nice,
voilà,
easy work.
malheureusement.
Beautiful work. That's
Le-
the way.
Voilà,
Just
les Français en infériorité numérique ne peuvent résister à l'attaque des Kiwis.
Just keeping the puck, keeping the support. Perhaps catching the French just a little bit off guard there. They've got that Simon Shields you see there, but the goals to Ben Richards. Well-deserved goal to Ben Richards, the number 8 player. There he is there in the box. You can just see him big pat in the back from Simon. And Ben Parvey Smith, all his players. It's great to see. Ben can pull it out of the hat. He's a champion. He really is. I have such respect for him as an attacking player. He's from Tauranga. His mom and dad are here.
Alors que les Français sont revenus à 6, et là, un arrêt.
Seen a puck hit a head here, so we're gonna just check out that he's all right. Cop one in the scone.
Voilà, ce n'est pas une faute, hein, le Kiwi a juste fait rebondir le palais sur sa crosse qui a fini dans le visage du Français. Mais
this is what happened is it popped off of a stick, so in this instance it's not a dangerous throw. If it flicks up off a stick, these things happen. Again, the French are going to play it to the side. This is their strength.
Voilà, les Français utilisent le mur, hein, c'est là où ils sont les plus forts. Une grosse puissance. On n'ose pas encore trop ouvrir le jeu, hormis quand ils sont dans le camp adverse.
New Zealand looking good here. They just seem to have established a bit more composure. I think they're realizing that they don't want to be taking on that back line of the French one-on-one, because there's no way they're going to get through these French that back wall. So they've got to get the support.
Joli mouvement là des Français qui continuent leur progression, alors qu'on veut tout de suite ouvrir. Il faudrait peut-être attendre un petit peu, d'être plus proche.
Just a grind right now. The French are doing a fine job, just grinding it up the wall, grinding up the far wall from the near wall to us, far wall from the camera.
Voilà, on continue le long du mur. On coupe tout de suite les trajectoires et on repart. On essaye le travail de sape.
It's been a fantastic opportunity to be here in Castillon de la Plana. I mean, here's the French again. making an attack. The New Zealand playing it safe, trying to get it on the wall. Now the New Zealand they'll establish the puck, get the puck settled, and then they'll try to move it up the wall a little bit before they try to bring it out.
Voilà,
It's a
les
bit
Kiwis
dangerous
qui
to be
essayent de
dragging
trouver
the puck
le
right up the
coin.
wall from your own end. So they'll get it up a ways, and then now you can see the French trying to get it wide.
Et c'est un arrêt irrégulier des Français qui sont pénalisés donc par ce coup franc qui sera joué donc à 5 mètres des murs. Dommage, belle progression là, le long du mur. Il faut que les Français travaillent plus comme ça.
And Kiwis got off the hook here. They're a bit late getting in on the subs, so they're going to have to play for a little bit of just play for safety till the New Zealand players get down there and get into the positions from subbing in.
Voilà, on voit que le Néo-Zélandais a essayé de retourner, mais il était pris entre 3 feux.
Wow, that referee was after him, big time. So he's given him a stern
Alors
warning.
attention, parce que
Yeah.
les Français avaient été avertis pourtant, un team warning sur l'usage du bras libre, mais
It's been a
appel sans
fantastic,
conséquence pour l'instant, on reste à 6.
fantastic competition held here in Spain. I think everyone would agree it's been held in very good spirits. The teams have come here with very winning attitudes, positive attitudes. There's been a lot of camaraderie, a lot of sharing. It's certainly something that all these young men and women are going to remember for the rest of their lives. Now here's the Kiwis on a big spin here. It's looking good. Ben Parvier-Smith pushing it inside.
Voilà, grosse
Kiwis
poussée
just
là,
needing
des
to
Kiwis
keep
qui
that
arrivent.
push up, because there's going to be no help getting past the defense unless they've got support. Now the Kiwis on the goal again. It's looking strong. Just solid attack coming from the Kiwis. The French managed to bring that puck out. Now they're trying to drag it up the wall. The Kiwis once again spinning it. Bit of tired coming in maybe on the French side, just perhaps.
Voilà, les
hard to
Français,
defend this long,
cherchent là le support, le mur. Ils veulent empêcher les Kiwis de repasser par le centre.
You can see the New Zealanders lining up, trying to get to the puck, coming in, helping each other out. You can see the player going. He's got a lot of time. There's nobody attacking him as he's heading for the goal. But you can just see the French are quite desperate here now.
Voilà, on fait un switch de l'autre côté, on va chercher l'autre coin et tout de
See a
suite au
player
support. Allez,
who's
vite,
asking
vite,
for
on
the puck.
passe au numéro 2, Guillaume Caruel, qui essaye de récupérer, voilà, mais qui...
Pops out. Now the Kiwis have a bit of space. Nice little
Voilà,
bit
on est
of
à un
spade
jeu à
work from
3
the
contre
Kiwis
1
there.
là. Est-ce qu'on va
Looking
pouvoir
good right on
sauver?
the
Et
goal. And I
malheureusement
think
non.
he's just tucked it into the corner. That looked like a fine spin coming out of the Kiwis, and you can just see the French on the wall there. They've given everything. Well
Voilà.
done, Ben Parvier-Smith. Just
Voilà, le
perfectly
numéro
positioned.
4 encore Benjamin Paviour qui inscrit le 3e goal des
Yeah.
Kiwis.
That was on the cards. You could see Ben was hungry for that puck from about 30 seconds out. He was picking it up, supporting his team, and then he positioned himself wide on that goal and just shunted it in.
Ça va être dur pour les Français de revenir.
Well done. They're going to have a timeout now. That's going to help both teams.
Voilà, là le temps mort effectivement va permettre de
Another
recadrer
fine
un peu,
player.
de se reposer vite fait, car là les organismes commencent à être fatigués. Les Français sont un peu abattus, il faut remotiver les troupes.
I just have to say, Ben Parvier-Smith's a fine player. He's a very strong attacker. He's got a clutch of goals. I'm quite worried about meeting Ben in a couple weeks' time in the New Zealand Secondary Schools competition. He goes to Wellington College, and he'll be playing for his school's team there in the National Underwater Hockey Championship in early September. I'm bringing a team from Maharangi College, and I'm glad I've had a chance to see him play, but I don't know what we're going to do to try and shut that kind of caliber of play down.
Voilà, les Français repartent à l'attaque et vont essayer de récupérer ces 2 buts qui leur manquent. Ça va être dur, mais il y a encore 9 minutes, tout est
So he
possible.
came off that wall very early. That French player timed that very well.
Voilà, grosse poussée
Good
là
work,
des
good work
Kiwis
from Forrest
encore.
Axford, just staying down, trying to keep that second
Voilà,
effort. from
toujours ce numéro 5,
French. You can
toujours
look at the number
Adrien.
5 player. He's now pushing himself right up just to try and get into the attack, to try and get something going for the French. Of course, at this point you need to get a goal if you're on the French team, so you're going to expose your your defense if you have to push your strong goalie up to the front.
Toujours Adrien qui
Look at
fait
that
un
fight from
gros
Dylan Booth, number
travail là
6 on
sur
the
le
wall.
mur,
Well
qui est
done,
toujours
Richard
au
Kay.
support.
Dylan Booth, number 8, Ben Richards. Ben just stays down. You notice he's done the play and he's going to stay there and he's going to stay and he's going to work again and he's onto the puck again. And he's still down there. He's not coming up. Now he's got somebody else. He's got Dylan Booth helping him. Dylan's going to drag that puck up the wall. Look for a bit of help on the other side of that French defender.
Voilà, de nouveau, toujours.
Simon Shields caught that one in the Charlies
c'est
from the looks of
une
it.
erreur bête, très 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 bête là. Oh,
Didn't need them anyway.
ça aurait
Well
pu avoir
defended.
plus de conséquences.
Simon Shields.
Ah, malheureusement, non, voilà.
Mandy and Ray Shields are in the crowd.
Maintenant, arbitre anglais a vu, comme nous, sur la caméra, le numéro 5 faire un tir dangereux.
Okay.
Et donc, notre numéro 5, Adrien, va malheureusement écoper de 2 minutes. Et c'est dur, ça va faire très mal à la défense française, là, ce manque.
That was a tough call, I'm afraid to say. I mean, it obviously hit the New Zealand player. It looked like in his tender region, but I don't think that there was an intent to do that. I mean, and the number 5 needs to stay in the pool. There's no reason why he would do that. And certainly they're going to miss him in the pool. This is when New Zealand really wants to capitalize because he's such a strong player. New Zealand are just taking control now, getting on the goal. They've got the numbers. They're going to have to rely on the rest of the team, this French team.
Très jolie feinte anglaise là, mais qui est récupérée in extremis sur le goal des Français. Voilà, les Français qui souffrent à 5 contre 6 alors qu'il reste encore 6,50. Adrien, lui, a encore une bonne minute à faire dans cette deuxième période de prison. Ça va être dur pour ses camarades.
Oh, look at that work from the New Zealand team. Quickly onto the goal.
Ah, voilà,
like
malheureusement.
That. Awesome work. Again, well done. You can see the cheers coming up from the players. I have to say, without that number 5 in the water, the French are going to have to work extra hard. Someone else is going to have to step up. Well done to New Zealand. Forrest Axford. Well done, Forrest.
Voilà,
Proud
numéro 2, Forrest Axford qui inscrit le 4e but des Néo-Zélandais. Ça va devenir très très compliqué pour les Français, surtout sans Adrien. Il faut se remotiver, il faut pousser là maintenant. On a besoin de tout le monde.
He's been nervous about this game. It was this in the quarterfinal, in the semifinal. He said he was never so scared when the Colombians were up 1-0, and he said, I haven't been this terrified with that. And I said, well, you've got to use that, son. You've got to get in there and take that energy and convert it into attack. Just when you feel like coming up and your lungs are bursting, you got to stay down. And you know, to their credit, that's what the New Zealand players, that's the grit that they show.
Alors que c'est un coup franc donné par Steven Carr de l'arbitre américain contre les Néo-Zélandais.
Okay, so it's a French attack, a 4-1.
Une possibilité d'ouvrir encore.
Just need to just keep absorbing that French attack, the New Zealanders. They just got to keep, that's it, nice spin around the back. Lovely work from the Kiwis. Number 8, Ben Richards, again, just going to take the puck up the wall. Looking for help up the front of him. He's going to have a quick sub here, right in front of the sub bench.
Alors que Adrien, qui vient de finir sa prison, revient pour aider ses camarades. Joueur essentiel quand même de cette ligne de
Kiwis
défense.
have got fresh bodies in the water. They've got the advantage that the play is right on their sub bench at the moment. The French have not had a chance to put fresh legs in, so the Kiwis are pushing it up. The French might now take a chance to get some help, but the Kiwis just aren't giving them an opportunity to rest. Looks like the Kiwis are really they want another goal badly. You can just see they want to make 5 here and just finish this game off.
Voilà, les Kiwis là pour l'instant qui mènent la danse. Les Français sont à la peine. Hein, on voit bien qu'il y a peu d'opportunités pour les Français et dès qu'une opportunité se fait,
look at that French attack.
Joli,
Fantastic.
voilà, très bien, très
puck.
joli ça. Mais la défense veille toujours.
All credit to the French player.
Obstruction des Kiwis là, c'est encore une opportunité pour l'attaque française. Et un temps mort très intelligent de la part du coach néo-zélandais.
Okay, so we've got some time out now from the New Zealanders, and I think Coach Warwick King is going to be pretty happy with what he sees there right now with 4 minutes left and up by 3 goals. I think you can just tell his team to settle, play their own game, keep that defense out. Now, I think in the whole tournament, this team has been by far the superior defensive team. They've allowed no more than 3, maybe 4 goals in the whole tournament in 12 games. That's an awesome accomplishment from the boys, and all credit to their back line of defense. The forwards can't do anything without that back line who's done that hard work for them, setting them up a platform to score from.
Voilà, les Français qui vont bénéficier donc d'un coup franc.
So this is a French advantage puck. They get the Kiwis pushing up on the advantage puck, trying to get in there. French have a they've created sort of a wall in front of their puck carrier. Very hard to get over that wall.
Voilà, il reste 3 minutes 50 dans cette deuxième période. Pour l'instant, toujours sur le score de 4-1 en faveur des Néo-Zélandais.
The Kiwis have just come off a loss in the previous game, and I honestly don't think that they're prepared to actually start cheering till this game is over, because they know that the French can turn this around so quickly. It's getting less and less likely. Let's get realistic about it. But at the same time, it's nerve-wracking to, if you're a parent or you're a supporter and you're watching your team in the water.
Voilà, pour l'instant, les Kiwis qui remontent le long du mur. On sent les Français qui commencent à peiner sérieusement. Mais on n'abandonne pas, voilà, on continue à attaquer. Très joli, là, très bien. Mais pas de support derrière. Voilà, Valentin qui a voulu...
turn that around. They're using that now. Nice work. Drew the puck into the body of the New Zealand player. We've got great...
Alors que là, c'est du 2 contre 1 et voilà.
Beautiful
encore
puck thrown in. Yep.
5e but des Néo-Zélandais. Malheureusement, je crois que là, ce sera mission impossible pour revenir.
Number 2.
Voilà, beat
Keegan, 1-2. Keegan
12.
Thompson, well done, Keegan. Keegan's had a fine tournament. Keegan's one of those attacking players who actually doesn't let people past him. So he's not only a goal scorer, but he plays defensively exceptionally well. He's got a lot of size behind him. And when you see him on the wall, very rarely do you ever see a player get past Keegan. Very, very strong attack forward. And the forwards tend to be fast and wiry. Keegan's bigger build. Oh, it's all on now for the Kiwis.
Allez,
it's become a score fest.
Voilà. On sent que voilà,
they're fighting for the goal now.
Les Français n'y sont plus. Les Français n'y sont plus. Ils lâchent le morceau. Voilà.
Jake Samuel. Big again.
6e but des Néo-Zélandais.
Key players. Jake Samuel from Glendowie College. All you New Zealand Glendowie College players and supporters,
Français,
and Jeanette Bell, all of you, I would like to say hello to you all. Jake has had a great tournament. He's played very well. He leads the Haka. Fantastic representative of his team.
Allez, un peu d'orgueil. On va aller en inscrire un autre.
New Zealand, the French player just submarine all the way from the wall. Kiwi trying to get on the other side.
Alors,
fine
les
job.
Français qui font des erreurs, pas normal.
Just shutting them down now. This game is in the bag. Really, it's all over. A testament to a very fine team, this New Zealand team, and really is a deserved win for them. It would have been a shame if they've gone through the tournament after really remaining undefeated and only having 3 goals scored against them, against over 90 goals for, that they would then not clutch the goal. But as it is, it's always the game in front of you is the game that matters.
Voilà, comme Thierry l'a notifié, les Néo-Zélandais sont restés invaincus durant le round robin, hein, à la différence des Français qui avaient déjà connu plusieurs défaites.
This is my last announcement for the underwater hockey games. I'd just like to thank everybody. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. It's helped me take my attention off the fact that I'm a nervous parent.
Et voilà, il reste malheureusement plus que 21 secondes. Je pense qu'on en restera là sur le score de 6-1. Lourde défaite pour les Français, mais voilà, il faut penser au futur. L'expérience engrangée, comme des moins de 19 qui deviendront des moins de 23. Ce n'est pas inutile.
Very sorry, Vincent. There'll be prize giving later on this afternoon, and then tonight a big party with all the teams and players and representatives. which will be a lovely finish to a great tournament.
Voilà, le compte à rebours est lancé. Et voilà, c'est donc la victoire des Néo-Zélandais.
The Kiwis finally breathe a sigh of relief there. They're up on their feet. French cheering their team as well.
Les Néo-Zélandais champions du monde des moins de 19.
Oh, yes.
Les Français abattus.
The French can go away knowing that they had a great game against the New Zealand team.
It was a great game for
Yes,
the
it really
French.
was.
Really
very,
great.
Very much so. There's the manager being thrown in. I don't think she knows how to swim, so you better save her, boys. Vincent, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it was a pleasure
thank
too,
you very much.
Terry.
I'm sorry for you. But I'm pleased
Yeah,
for.
the best win. That's
Yeah.
the rule.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done to New Zealand.
Okay.
It was a fantastic game, even if the score not really was
No, it
like
really
the match.
wasn't a reflection of
Honestly,
it,
it
no.
was pretty well balanced, but
Yes.
it was just on few details.
Yeah. As per usual, it gets down to those last few minutes and maybe fitness just won overall for the last few goals. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. Bye bye.